more cases of domain and range. Here we've got some functions, f of x, g of x, h of x, and we've got some function. We're told that it's a function already, and we're given a specific domain. So these are not exactly the same as before. So the first one, we're going to draw 3x minus 2, but you're only allowed to use the x values of 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what would that look like? Well, sorry, 3x minus 2. Well, it would look something like this, okay? What do we notice? Well, you're not allowed values before 1. You're not allowed values after 4. So it's an incomplete line, okay? It's just a mapping of a few specific points. Really, it's not a mapping of 1.5 or anything before. Really, it's sort of like a collection of coordinates, okay? And what do we need to do with this? State if the functions are one-to-one or many-to-one. Well, for each x, there seems to be one y. And you can't get a y from anywhere else. So this is just a one-to-one mapping. Okay. Next one, x squared. So the domain here, we have to use real numbers, and x has to be between and including minus 5 and 5. So it's like a normal quadratic, except we're only going to draw it between minus 5 and then up to 5. So it looks exactly the same as normal here, but if we zoom out, it stops. So what can we say? Well, the domain is minus 5 to 5. Think about the range perhaps here as well. The range, what's the lowest number it can be in terms of y? Well, it's 0 up to and including 25, isn't it? Okay, and this is sort of something that we can be asked as well. So it's just worth making a note. For the range, we could say 0 up to 25, isn't it? And it includes those values. That's why I put those signs there. Is it one-to-one or many-to-one? Can you get the y value from one place, or can you get the y value from many places? Well, look, you can get 25 from 5, but you can also get it from minus 5, can't you? Okay, so this is many-to-one. This is still a function because it's to 1, okay? And all of the parts of the domain work. Last part, 1 over x. Again, it's a real number. It can't be 0, but just above 0, and then up to and including 3. So what would that look like? Well, it will be sort of a smaller version of your reciprocal graph. It's going to look something like this. No negative part, because we said that x has to be positive between these numbers and including up to 3. What do we need to do? So again, one-to-one or many-to-one. I mean, how can you get 4? You can only get it from one specific x. So this is going to be 1-to-1. Okay. Range as well. I suppose we could think about range while we're at it. What's the lowest that it can be? Well, it's going to be a third, isn't it? Because 1 divided by 3, and then it's above. So if you wanted to write the range for something like this, okay, what did we say? We said it's a third is the minimum value, and then there is no limit. So the range would be written something like that. The last part is talking about piecewise functions, and I think we'll do that in the next video.